Hi, Lynda Kenny here from lyndakonline.com. I'm speaking to you today from Portugal. I travel a lot between here and England because I've got a second home here. But I also travel a great deal around the world with my company because I'm a member of a travel club. And if you ever want some details on how you can travel a lot more for a lot less, then reach out to me on Facebook anytime. Or send me an email to lynda@lyndakennyonline.com. In today's video, I wanted to ask you a question on what you think are the most important positive traits we need for our character and for our well-being. And I wanted to give you a list of 10 things today that I think your character should be made up of that will help you actually have a more positive life and be more happier in yourself. So if you stick with me, I'll share those with you and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Welcome back. So if you've got a pen and paper ready, just jot down these character traits that I think lead to a positive character and will help you in your life in more ways than one, not just in business, but in your personal life as well. So the first thing, obviously, the first thing I want to say is enthusiasm is an absolute must. Having enthusiasm for everything you do in life stops you getting bored. There's nothing worse than being bored and depressed and fed up with everything. So if you remain enthusiastic about everything in your life, then that will lead to you feeling much more positive. Optimism is the second thing. Being optimistic about everything is much better than being the opposite of that. When you actually are with someone that's totally pessimistic and looks on the dark side of everything, it can actually be quite depressing. So be optimistic. Always look for the good in something. Always look for the bright side of everything. And I think you'll feel much better within yourself if you're optimistic. Adaptability is the third thing. Things change in our life. Nothing stays the same. And being able to adapt to change is a positive thing. Because when people become stuck in the same old ways and they're not prepared to change, then that can leave you feeling unhappy. And so being adaptable is a much better way. Self-esteem is a good thing. That's about valuing yourself and thinking good of yourself. That if you think good of yourself, then you encourage people around you to think good of you too. I've worked with people with low esteem and it can be quite damaging and debilitating. So think highly of yourself and have that self-esteem there. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth thing is patience. Having patience and not losing your temper quickly is, things really don't matter. It's much better to have that patience in your life than let things frustrate you constantly. Humility is the next thing. There's nothing worse than coming across someone who's very arrogant and a know-it-all and has no humility about themselves. And so I think that's a really positive character trait to have. Confidence. Having confidence in yourself and your ability is another good thing to have as well. So stay confident at all times and believe in yourself. Self-control is the next thing. If you're someone that loses their temper very quickly, being able to manage some self-control is much better, because quite often we'll say things in a temper that we regret later. So being in control of everything we say and do is a much better way. Consistency. Remain consistent in your life and in your work and everything you do. And that will lead you again to feeling much more positive about everything. The final thing is teamwork, and that is not just teamwork in your work environment or or in your business, for instance. We all are building teams up if you're in a network marketing company like I am. Teamwork matters in the home as well. How you divide up the household chores with your partner and the rest of the house can actually matter and lead to a much more happier lifestyle. So definitely practice teamwork at home and at work. So I hope those 10 things help you today. If you want to read them in much more detail, I've written a blog post about it, and you can see that on my blog at lyndakonline.com. If you're somebody who would like to work alongside me, then check out my work with Lynda page on lyndakonline.com. That's lyndakonline.com/work with Lynda. And I'll see you in another video.